Okay, so yesterday, Jeremy Empire dropped an announcement saying they have released another test server. And while I don't really like test servers all too much because it's mostly kids just like not actually testing, it is actually good for the game because they've rolled out a new one about acceleration rebalance. Now, I'm hoping they will get to like the handling aspect of this like eventually. But they put this announcement out, and it says, Acceleration Rebalance Public Test. We've heard your feedback about car acceleration and top speeds, so we've conducted a full review of how much acceleration percentages are calculated to make acceleration feel more realistic. And I have driven around a little bit, and I will say it does feel better. So, what's changing? A more accurate acceleration and handling percentage displayed to help compare your cars better. Adjustment to all cars to ensure more realistic acceleration. Some cars may feel slower when accelerating, but that's because their previous values were completely unrealistic. And one of those examples was the Koenigsegg Jesko. Well, I'll get into that. So yeah, they have this test server out again. I will go ahead and put it in the comments so you guys can join. Make sure you do actually try and, test, please. Don't just join it just to, make a silly TikTok. Anyway. So I've gone ahead and gotten a few cars here. So I've gotten kind of like the important ones, or like the ones that get used a lot in racing. So like the Sullers GT, Jesko, T50, and I've gone ahead and bought the electric cars, or at least the ones that are on sale. And I do want to go over the electric ones because it's a bit weird. But first one is the Jesko. Now I think this is a perfect thing for the Jesko. I think the Jesko is done perfectly with this nerf. As you can see, I'll do this and I'll put this side by side main game right now, and I will say this feels much more realistic. Now yes, it isn't as quick, but it shouldn't be as quick as it was because like it said in the announcement, it was very unrealistic, and this just makes it more realistic. I don't know really what to say. It just makes it more realistic, and in real life, this acceleration is 2.5 seconds. In game, it's about that. I think the cars should be close to what they are in real life because then it does make it realistic. Now, top speed of this car has not been nerfed. Obviously, it will take a second for me to go up to the top speed now because of acceleration, but top speed hasn't been nerfed, and I hope they do get onto that. Same with the handling, because I should not be able to handle, should not be able to turn this much going 360 miles per hour. But, I do think they need to nerf the top speed a little bit, because I think they nerfed it by 8 miles per hour, which, to be honest, isn't that much. But, yeah, acceleration for this car is perfect. But if I get onto some cars where they're not perfect, you definitely, see. And one of them is the Avija, whatever you want to call it. Now, all of the electric cars are kind of like this, which sucks. Because as you can see here, this is not what an electric car is meant to be. Electric cars are really meant, or shown as the acceleration, rapid fast and stuff like that, and they've gone ahead and made it slower. Now, like I said, it's the same with all of the electric cars. Even if I go to this, I start off, no, it's just not there. Now, if you're wondering, well, I'm not using boost doesn't actually make you go faster, acceleration wise anyway. I'll use this here. If I use acceleration, let me go to an actual car where it's noticeable. Say the Regera, right? This car is also another car where I think it's done perfectly with the acceleration stuff. And actually a pretty easy way of doing this, which I didn't really do first off, is you can literally just do the drag race. So I'm going to go ahead and do this, and first drag race, I'll go ahead and use the boost. So 5.4 seconds. Keep in mind this is still like the main game, so like the acceleration is still stupid. And then in this one, I'll go ahead and not use boost, and you'll be able to see like boosting has no impact in accelerating, which is kind of stupid seeing as the whole boost system was meant to help you accelerate. Like as you can see here, 5.4 again. Now yes, you could say it grants like 70 hundredths of a second or something like that, like tenths of a second, whatever you want to call it. Maybe that helps, but boost is kind of stupid because it doesn't actually help you much in accelerating, which I think they need to fix. But I'm not going to yap on too much. I hope they fix the boost stuff. That's all I want to say. As you can see, the boost doesn't actually help the acceleration, which wasn't what it was before, like licensed cars and all that. Like the boost actually helped with acceleration. All boost does now is help you go faster while you're at your top speed, which to be honest I think is a little bit silly, because like boost should be something that helps you get off the line quickly and, you know, go quick. But it doesn't seem to be that way now, which is kind of stupid. I don't know if they can really fix that. I hope they can fix it. It's been like that for a while, and because of doing acceleration changes, this is a perfect time to actually like mention that. But yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of the cars are done perfectly. What the? What? Excuse me. What am I doing? Like I was saying, a lot of the normal cars are done fine. Like the Lamborghini here, like this is slow acceleration, but it's more realistic now. Same with, you know, like Hennessy Venom F5, like slow acceleration, but that's the whole point. And it's a lot better now. At least I think it's a lot better. Like things are more realistic. And the only one that I don't think they actually changed is the Gemera. As you can tell, acceleration is still very quick for this car. I don't know if they forgot to change this, or if they didn't, or if they like did change it but it didn't do anything. I don't know. This car seems still very, very quick accelerating, so they might need to change that. But yeah, the electric cars, I think they can actually stay what they were before. Like the Avaya here, the B95, the Batista, all of these electric cars, I think they can actually stay at what they were before, because this is not an electric car acceleration. So like this feels like I'm in a Honda Civic and like it's about to just die. It just can't like move that quickly. It's a little bit silly that cars like this are, you know, this slow. But other than that, cars are fine. At least what I've noticed anyway. Like the major cars, I haven't like looked at the slower cars, but obviously they will be a lot slower. I think this is a right step for Driving Empire to make it more realistic, because like the Jesko, for like one example, in the main game it's just stupid. Like it's still stupid now with the top speed in game here, but like the acceleration is much more realistic. It's much more slow, and it actually takes time to get to the top speed, because in real life you can't go from 0 to 300 miles per hour in 10 seconds. Just not possible. In game it's at least a little bit slower now, and a little bit more realistic, even though no car in real life can go 370 miles per hour, or at least a road car can't. Yeah, I do hope this comes to the game, maybe with a few obvious changes to the electric cars. But other than that, like even with the Regera being a 1-gear car, like no other gears obviously, other than reverse, but it's like actually fine with the acceleration. It's like, at least I'm going to say it's realistic. Like I find this realistic anyway. This seems what it will be like, or what it is in real life. I could be wrong, but anyway, that's all I wanted to go over. I didn't go over it yesterday when it fully like first released, but anyway, yeah. Obviously, I'll leave this game in the comments, but make sure you actually test. Please don't, you know, join to just like have free cars. It's not the point of these test servers, and it kind of ruins it. And this test server will close, I think, in a week's time or something like that. So you won't have infinite amount of time to play this. I don't know how long I don't know how long this game will be up, but I'll update the comments and the title when it is like closed. But I think these are nice changes. I hope to see these in game kind of soon, and I hope that we actually have like handling and top speed changes in the future. But other than that, nice changes. Fix the electric cars, please, and yeah, test it out for yourself. Have a good day.